And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And it's fouled away. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Up next for the Rays, Ji-Man Choi. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hard liner to center field. Pilar has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
One out here in the Tampa Bay fourth, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. On a line, that's a base hit. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next will be Guillermo Heredia. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
The 1-0 home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Richard moves over, and that's the third out. Nothing doing for Tampa as they're unable to add to their 5-0. Lead. Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The 1-1 home. Fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Justin Smoke. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the right side. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back to the top of the order now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it. Bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
24.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all now for Clay Buchholz. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. And he is in there.
Left fielder, number 29.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the tag gets him, but a run is in to score away from the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Grichuk is in pursuit, but this will land untouched. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Drilled to the right side, and a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And that's through for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And it's not in time. He's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
And he's in there safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, in still just the first month of the season, but he leads the AL in that department at this juncture. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grichuk has a beat on it, and that retires the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are out in front. Back now here at Rogers. Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So coming to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time.
Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And they're now on the board, though still well behind. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. Dero, the hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Popped him up. Adames backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. At the plate, Freddie Galvis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
Galvis.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Galvis behind, 0-2. Fouled away. Now here's 1 hit in the air to the right side. Wendell takes charge out there and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Stepping in,
Number
Danny
9.
Jansen. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Sinker runs outside to start the at bat, 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Jansen, 23 years old. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jays answer right back with this.